All right, everyone. Um, so I just got done recording a horrible video. Oh my god, my heart's still a bit racing from it. So if you didn't see the new video that was just posted a few minutes ago, um, okay, it was oh my god, hold on. This stupid caged basket thingy scared the crap out of me. It was just sitting here in the dark, and I saw the reflection, or the light reflecting off of it a bit. Why did that scare me? But I just finished recording that video, and my heart is still racing. And if you don't know, it was me watching Jacksepticeye play the first FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my god! Guess how bad it was for me. After I ended the video, which actually I cut out part of the video because this happened and I don't want it to be on YouTube. My blood pressure was so high that my nose actually started bleeding. Just from pure, high blood pressure at that point. That's how spooked I was. Just closing my cupboard. So yeah, it was scary as heck. And I couldn't leave that in the video because I actually, a droplet of blood fell out and it wasn't YouTube content, so it wasn't stuff that YouTube will allow. So I kind of cut that part of the episode. But it actually happened when I was beating up the honey container, which is why it stopped so suddenly. I had a little honey container on my table. Actually, it was on the floor that I had put on my table, but I had a little honey container, and it was a bear, and Freddy Fazbear, and I started beating it with the stick, and then my nose started bleeding. So yeah. Plus, it's been dry out here, so I guess that makes sense too. But dear God, that was a scary as heck video for me. I mentioned in the video, I don't like the dark. I just don't like the unknown factor. I'm not afraid of the dark, but it makes me uncomfortable when I'm in the dark alone, especially in a whole house that's new to me. Like I mentioned that in the video, but I'm going to stop moving for a second. Because I don't want to keep pacing. But yeah, basically the video scared the crap out of me because I recorded in a pitch black room where behind me in the camera, there was nothing. It was too black to see anything. My face was all I could see, which is also why it would jump scare me whenever he would turn on the light in the doorway and my face would be there, and it was scary. I don't know why it jump scared me so much. But the end jump scare got me so bad that it literally brought my blood pressure up to about inhuman levels. I don't know how high I was. I didn't check, but either way, that's how scary it was for me. I personally do not like the dark, which I knew would make it a more interesting video. Because I just don't like the unknown factor of what could be lurking in the dark. I'm not scared of the dark or anything, but in the middle of the video, I was trying to explain something that I didn't get to finish. I'm gonna sit so I don't have to keep pacing by instinct. Basically, if anyone here has seen Doctor Who, there are these things called the Weeping Angels. As a kid, those things scared the heck out of me. That's why they're one of my favorite villains in the show. But that was something that always made me afraid of the dark as a kid, because they would suddenly be right there, and you'd blink, and they would suddenly be in your face. And that was something that scared the crap out of me, especially later on when they started snapping people's necks instead of just sending them back in time. That was pretty bad. But yeah, let's just say I didn't like the Weeping Angels, but I love them at the same time. That's why I like FNAF, is because it's meant to scare you, and it does a really good job of it. And I actually do like getting scared. But recently I've been jump scared so easily by all my friends, I figured it would happen, and it did happen. I've been really paranoid, I guess is a way to phrase it. But anyways, I wanted to mention that in general, the Weeping Angels, when I was younger, when I would sleep, I would have to have the lights on, because if the Weeping Angels would come in, it would start flickering and it would wake me up and I could run away, even though they'd easily outrun me. But as a kid, I didn't think of that. And then also, I had to have a blanket over my head at all times. And this wasn't just the Weeping Angels, just the idea of the unknown was always scary to me. It's also why I hate deep sea diving, where it's gets darker and darker the deeper you go. That's also why I love Subnautica. But anyways, moving on. But I mean, I actually do enjoy being scared, which is kind of weird, but I guess that's the whole point of it. Um, but as a kid, I hated it. And I got into the habit of actually sleeping with a blanket over my head and the lights on. And nowadays, I can't fall asleep without the lights on or a blanket over my head through instinct. I kind of got into the habit where I'm not comfortable unless those are the conditions of the room. I mean, actually, no, I can have the light off, but I always sleep with a blanket over my head or like something over my head. I don't know why, or just a hood over my hair. That's all that tricks my brain into it, I guess. But it just isn't comfortable for me unless I'm doing that. I don't know why. It's just the way I grew up. Um, but yeah, so I wanted to specify on that because I'm not afraid of the dark, but I am afraid of the unknown. Well, I'm not afraid of it, I guess. I don't like um the uncomfortable feeling that you get from the unknown. I guess it's not really fear, but it's dang, it's like the nervous feeling that you have in your gut. I don't know how else to phrase it. Either way, yes, I am a wimp, big whoop. But when I was younger, I admitted I was afraid of the dark. Nowadays, I'm not afraid of the dark, so I don't admit it. Huh. Actually, by younger, I mean I think the first year of high school is when I finally like got kind of like over the dark. I wasn't like I didn't freak out in the dark, but I was still like, oh no, oh no, I hate the dark. But I wouldn't be so freaking out to the point where I'm like, no, I gotta turn on the lights. Like I would actually leave the lights off, and I would be able to handle it. But that was like the first year of high school is when I was like, okay, I can do this. It's not a big deal. Nowadays, when I'm watching a scary video in the dark, yeah, it's a big deal. Plus, I hadn't seen the first FNAF in years, actually. Since it actually first came out, I saw Jacksepticeye play it. And that playthrough I'd only seen once, by the way. Because I went right to Markiplier's after that, because Markiplier was the one who was like... He made the funnier, like, sounds. He was the JonTron of FNAF, basically. Which is a good thing. He was like the, oh no, oh no. Like, he was kind of like the person who made more sound effects, and I like that in YouTubers. But Jacksepticeye was kind of the first person I saw with that, and his playthrough was one of my favorites as well. Of course, Markiplier is known as the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. So, but anyways, I figured that'd be a good video for me to react to. Actually, first two videos I guess I reacted to. I may do something like that in the future, but don't expect it to be any better than today. And like I said, my blood pressure went way up afterwards. My breathing was almost hyperventilating. I mean, I didn't hyperventilate, but I was breathing like in and out really heavily. But I also wanted to point out that I had to cut off the end of the video because of the bloody nose. So I'm sorry for that, but it was pretty funny because I was beating up the little honey container that's shaped like a bear with my stick that I had. I was just hitting it with my stick. I'm like, bad, Freddy, bad. And then I had to delete that part. I actually I didn't even notice that my nose was bleeding either until about 30 seconds into me whacking the poor bear. I don't know how long it was into the video, but either way, I'm going to end this video here. I just wanted to make a little description of what happened. And my friend Brendo, also known as Wrecking Wall, he used to do a SCP containment breach. He made, I think, one episode. I don't know how many episodes he did on that, but he did a few episodes in the past, years ago, when it was first being a thing. It was when Markiplier first played it, was around the same time. But yeah, so he's actually messaging me right now. I just saw another message pop up. Basically, him and I have been, or he sent me the message saying we should do a collab where we play SCP Containment Breach because he couldn't figure it out. And I mentioned, well, good luck because there's about 20 to 30 new SCPs since the last time you played because it's been updated so many times. I actually do know a lot about SCP Containment Breach. I have an actual live, like, record book. It's like one of the things you buy in stores, like the Pokemon Pokédexes that you can get in book form. It's like one of those where it's like a walkthrough almost, but it's a database of each SCP to this day. And there's an online form that you can actually print out new pages for it because it's in a binder-like format. It has like the spiral ring. And you can add new pages to it, but you have to print them out. So, but I bought it at a store, or actually it was the Penfield Library. They had it at one point. And it's just a database of every SCP creature, and I just thought it was awesome. And I actually have that right now. It's up in my room right now, somewhere. I'm not gonna go look for it right now, and I might cheat a bit with that, because I've seen people play the game, but I've never actually done much with it. Either way, ending the video here. Hope to see all you guys in the next video. Just kidding, you'll see Mika's videos are one-sided. I'm going to go whack that poor honey bear. Wish me luck. Bye.